Hello everyone, this is Aether Nightmare, and welcome back to day 2 of Homeward, He Who Caught the Wind. So it is time for part 2. For a reunion without tears, Alice has used her magic to conjure a bubble that will recreate Mondstadt travel so that the story can be shared with the knights who have returned from their expedition. As someone who's experienced it firsthand, you gladly agree to test it and check in advance. So let's enable focused experience mode. That should let us right in. And head out to Mondstadt. Spot's a little crowded on the map. I've got a lot going on.
Here. Even Master D-Luke.
Yeah, him and his grudge even showed up. Slow day at the winery? I guess your biggest patron's not here, is he, huh? He's with us.
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you?
Yeah, it's in events like these where you can really see the difference in the character designs between the PS4 versions and the PS5 versions. Like, I kind of wish once they gave us the character outfits, they would leave them permanently equipped in cutscenes because, again, they're the upgraded models. They would look better and they wouldn't clash so much.
And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. All my terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate. We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure, so he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many, am I right?
So you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
I see. Understood.
Question is he just very, very good at his tasks, or did he hoist them off onto Jean?
I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time.
I have a question, actually.
Ask away.
If everyone can experience the story in the bubble, there shouldn't be anything in there that only I can do, right?
You mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Don't worry, I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things. The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble. The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Understood.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Clee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha! Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready to witness our honorary knight story firsthand.
Anyway, Homeward, He Caught the Wind Part 2. Begin! We could theoretically do the Echoes of Memory right now, too. I kind of feel like otherwise it might accidentally bump into some of the other stuff I'm gonna do for day 3. So no matter where your journey leads, you always find yourself back amongst the dandelions, listening to the steady ring of the anvil before the city gate. Is that part of it, or is it, yeah, this is its whole separate thing. Confirm, enter bubble world. So I'm gonna do this first. I know I'm going out of order, but otherwise, I feel like I won't be able to get to it. Like, I might get locked out of it. So there's a Saurian here, so that's one. Hey, cutie. Snatland's little Saurian, and you're here to play. Diona? That's not really a discrepancy, is it? Maybe if she's playing with the Saurian? Oh, maybe I can actually talk to her. I forgot about that.
So that's where it was. Diona? What are you doing here?
And with an Ictomosaur, too.
It's my first time seeing these little guys. They're from that land, right? They're so cute. Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has the setup I'm used to and everything. Now, all I need to do is make some drinks. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to super weird stuff. I'll get people to lose interest for sure.
I thought we acknowledged your curse.
Campaign is going strong, huh? Even out here. Of course, the only thing missing is the cats, actually. They seem to prefer the real cat's tail. But that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive about where they live. Even if the place looks exactly the same, they'll know something's off. So, Alice said she would find different staff instead. And then these little Saurians appeared. Aww. Bennett gave me a few pointers on how to get along with them. Turns out, there's not a huge difference between them and a cat or a dog. Hey, then you should call this place the Saurian's Tail instead. Huh. I think I've seen Saurian-shaped cookies somewhere before, too. Maybe I should bake some to sell around here.
Okay, one down. You're not supposed to be there. Old friend. Where's Catherine? Lieben. Haven't seen Lieben in a while, because he's usually
Hey there, friend.
at the end of a— oh my god, he talks. The end of a chapter. There's always a Lieben at the end of a chapter. Wait, what are you doing here?
Well, we couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the real Adventurers Guild do without her? Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee, that's for sure. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations.
Yeah.
Anyway, I heard this whole world
About
was
that.
constructed for magic. Incredible stuff. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig's done.
This doesn't mean we can rifle through Catherine's tax records, can we? So, same arrangement as always?
Not today, I'm afraid. The funds I need haven't transferred in yet.
I know the feeling, man.
Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot.
The person who does this job is the one who gives my daily primogems, you know.
True, but it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, why don't I go ask for some, and then we all can have a few? Huh. But could we even take them back into the real world? That's the question.
Yeah, that's the other part too.
I'll ask for some primogems later, and then we
It's
can all
fake.
have some.
If only, man. I think every Genshin player wishes for that secretly. I still hope there's some sort of offline version of this game once the whole thing is said and done. Okay, I probably wouldn't put too much back here. It's probably going to be more front and center. I say as I take technically a back road. Mona's house. Seal's not there, but that's because she took it off too. I know, Paimon. I know, Paimon. Don't kick me out, Paimon. Obviously, a lack of people won't be a thing. This tent isn't usually here. Fatui tent. Don't tell me they're living here now. Our ambassadors are living in a tent.
Huh? Isn't this a Fatui tent? That shouldn't be here. Wait! But there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful. Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Not until the Saritsa has every vision. Well, not every vision, every gnosis, excuse me. Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui station them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
True, and it's not like there's a treasure chest here either.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
That's mean, Paimon. It's very mean. Okay, don't think anything to do with that. I feel like it'd be more noticeable. Anything down here? Notice board's gone. Oop, won't let me go down there. Tis the extent of my consciousness. Apparently, did Sucrose always leave her books on the floor? Guess she did. Menus, missing dot board. Sir, I think you're flying a little too close to the sun. No one actually keeps animals here, do they? That'd be a sanitation hazard there, Paimon.
Huh? Weird. Did Mondstadters always raise boars around here?
Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen?
What's the matter?
Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even put this? The sweet madame and sticky honey roast we ordered came to life.
That definitely sounds like a bug.
Sorry, what?
So this boar was the sticky honey roast. Barbara, did you use your healing magic on it and it caused it to revive?
That's right. I managed to catch the sweet madame earlier. Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head back and eat. Wait, what? Uh-oh.
It gets to be murdered
What is
twice, poor thing.
More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a break for it!
Ah, I see someone ordered the squab. Anyway, run, piggy. Run away! Let's see. Anything to do with this? Nothing there. Should only... Oh, I'm missing two? There's two? That's that obvious, huh? Is her flower shop different? Like, is she selling different flowers? Nope, this is one. These are probably flowers from somewhere like Nodcry or something. Because I don't fully recognize them either. Maybe something at the Angels share. Or a cart here, maybe? Was the cart always here? I guess. It's kind of hard when there aren't people, because I'm used to making note of things with people around. About these. Nope. Alright. Alright. Discrepancy log. It appears an unusual animal has wandered onto the bridge of Mondstadt. Okay, I guess I didn't check behind me because I thought I was like really locked in here. There's still one more though. Can't quite put my finger on it. But if I can come out a little ways, there might be more stuff out here. I know I said check the bridge, but I'm just looking around. Hide and seek is largely about being thorough. Oh, Notioned. Maybe it's one of our friends. Now this is not something to mess with. About that pigeon they said ran off. Is this your bird? Find all discrepancies in the bubble, but one is missing. Check to find all... Did it load it for me? No. It loaded one hint. And that wasn't the hint I probably needed. There we go. Florist Flower Shop has received a fresh selection of flowers. Yes, I snapped that, thank you.
Huh? None of these flowers look local to Mondstadt.
I already snapped this one, what the heck? Emily?
Wait, Emily? Huh, it's been a while.
Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers?
You're in charge of this shop?
Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few samples for new scent ideas, but I wasn't finding anything. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare plants she was sure I'd never seen before. All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to research these plants all I want.
Nice! That should help you come up with something new for sure.
If there's one trait they have in common, I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear, cutting through the full-bodied and dreamlike floral notes. I certainly have a lot to research, so I think I'll be here for a while. Did you need anything?
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstadt. Do you mind if we take a few pictures of these plants? Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Good idea.
Really? That would be amazing. This is my payment after all.
We did do quests for flash freezing flowers.
I never knew origami flowers could give off a fragrance. Fascinating.
Oh, they're from the origami world. Freaking Paper Mario flowers. Okay, Face of Adventures Guild, Cattail, Animal by the Fountain that shouldn't be there, Tent, Wander to Bridge. Okay. All of these have spawned in a character. Unless the character is already there. This one I didn't see anybody, so that should be everything. All discrepancies found. That's it for day 2's dream bubble. Now we can do the actual story.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre?
Should we be teaching this to Mondstatters? Especially the kids? Are we sure we want to expose this little detail?
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out. See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre. Come on. Let's go help the Knights.
You're actually going along with the roleplay.
What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining this part. Huh, pretty convincing.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend Diluc.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Okay.
Then we have to rewrite the whole story.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
Anyway, contact Nicole.
I doubt you need a hint for this area. Go on now. The underground chamber awaits.
I just wanted to see what you said. Should we be teaching people that this is even here? It seems kinda secret.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment. The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Kaya? Who's the person with the big club? Oh me. Oh my.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Dude's still stuck up there.
If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry. Paimon can't do this. Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical auto-load has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, This is a tense moment.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
There's two having a dance battle.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
I guess I'll see it done.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go!
Okay, I can't take pictures around here. Approach the Holy Lyre de Hermel. Oh, Rosaria, you're here too. I didn't see you there first. Let me just make sure nobody's still up there. Okay, good. Since I probably am gonna talk to people.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then. Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
Can I talk to anyone else? Anybody hiding in the corner, off script? Is the dude still stuck in the pillar?
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
I'm always up for a duel, as long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
Kayat. Phrasing.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Yeah, apparently Varka has a secret sword that I can get somehow.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
Ah, I think I'll pass.
No entry. This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
And yet I'm entering. Fatui jurisdiction, my butt. This ain't your turf.
How dare you stand in our way? You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
I can actually queue more events? Doing that, or did they just disappear? I think they just disappeared. Even the walls are freaking out.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance. I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
You know, in hindsight, I wonder if Lisa can have her mind read with Nahita's powers, since she is technically Sumerian. I don't know. I never thought to try it in a lot of the timed quests. But now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, wait a minute. Anybody hiding? Nope.
The Holy Lyre! There it is!
In the most roundabout way possible.
Well. It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger lurks right beneath their nose.
I mean, it's the right color scheme for official.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-Sisson mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
No! We're too late!
Put the liar down.
You heard her! Put it down and put him up! Or this is gonna get ugly! Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look? I am the spitting image of an electro-sisson mage, am I not?
And I suppose I look enough like an electro-sisson as I am.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory.
Oh dear.
Go forth, Oz. Sissons, take care of these pests.
Didn't know she could do that.
The holy Liar der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Fischl is... the Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you. That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
So they have one of those too. Just conveniently making some embellishments here.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
You're doing it first! Honestly, it would have been faster if I just ignored it.
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oop, it's freaking out. I don't even see her anymore. I messed up.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
It's a mask, Amber.
Amber's over there. Let's get ready to land.
Wouldn't gliding be faster? Girl, your stamina.
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time.
A fake domain?
Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages, then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste. So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
Yeah, this is go big, all right.
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get back the Holy Liar.
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just you, Luke. Should be a total piece of cake.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice. Is that Mona?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barberloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
What? How?
You have good
No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
You have good hearing, Mona.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
What did you mess up on? I forget. Did it ever tell us?
That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
You gotta use your courage and
Come on,
fly.
Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatus whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
All right. Almost forgot about that.
Your drama was too enticing.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
Okay, for a reunion without tears. Less to navigate.
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human never doubts what their eyes see, or rejects the ground beneath their feet. However, things that are taken to be indisputable are often false, so one must shift one's gaze elsewhere. Perhaps upward.
It's the pattern on the ceiling. The pattern's on the ceiling. But how do I... Whoa! I messed it up. I see it, but I also... How do I get far enough to get it to... Oop, not that. How do I... Okay, I can't do that. Far enough out, maybe? Oh. Two? Maybe I gotta light them all up. This one there. 3. 2 forward. 2 forward. 1 left. 1 left, 2 forward. 1 left. Let me start going right. And then down 2. Right 2, down 4. Oop! I lied! Or I've messed it up. One, 2, 3, 4. I probably counted them wrong. I did count them wrong. Left 1, down 1. I don't know if the extra lights were necessary or not. I did them just in case, but... Anything over here? Anything... Freebie chest secret? Like the old days?
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey! It's been a while.
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No. Wait, my line... how did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand up against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. D-Luke practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had one line.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. D-Luke. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have one more line, Mika.
Do I have to say it?
It would benefit the scene.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
That's the worst of your lines.
And off he goes.
That was the hardest thing for you to say? He's like, I cannot even be slightly impolite. It hurts my soul. Okay, away we go. To all 3 locations. I guess I can't interact with that. Or go here. Oh, well, were you here the whole time?
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything I know. Just leave me alone. Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
Okay, so this is where we need to end up, actually. The Nicole bubble, I think. Is this away? It's kind of windy in here. Okay, that's the way I came in. I told you it was windy in here. It's windy outside too, so if you hear something that kind of sounds like scraping, it's the snow against the side of my studio. Okay, I'm just getting more lost.
The Fatus up ahead is courageous and loyal. Be prepared for a head-on clash.
It gave me a whole bunch of characters. What?
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's personal. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded! Come on, kid! Let's finish what we started!
Why do I feel like it's actually somewhat personal? Fatui Skirmisher, played by Cyrus.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Ah, the thing is, I don't know if this is the best setup.
I see through you! You can't run!
If only because...
Well, neither can I. Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Some of these characters... Oop, that's not what I wanted.
Looks like
They don't have a sustained element.
You win! Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Probably because you had to act like a Fatus. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True! Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatus costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui and Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all.
Delusions might also be involved somehow. Maybe, but that seems like to really make your troops super disposable. So depends on the troop. A lot of them seem to potentially have them, but we know what the side effects are. The Harbingers seem like the disciplined ones to me.
Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and the
Wait, is Cyrus one of your dads?
What happened in Natlan? How you helped him navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
I feel like kind of lore dropped that on me out of nowhere. At first I thought, oh, he's talking about his dad in Atlan, and then it's like, no, wait, I think he might be talking about Cyrus.
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working. How weird is that?
Yeah, thanks for stepping in, Dad.
Oh, he is!
Guess I'll have to hand it in to Miss Nicole for repairs later.
I knew he had multiple dads in Mondstadt. I didn't know Cyrus was one of them. That's cute. Took me 6 years to figure that out, but it's cute. Okay, where the heck am I going?
The Fatus up ahead is a pragmatist. You might have a chance to avoid conflict if you obtain the other crests first.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors. Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Yes, careful. Hello, Durin.
Coming here first? I'd reconsider if I were you. Ha! You've been warned. Continue at your own risk.
I haven't fought this one yet, I don't think. Opshiki, Fireblade, Shock Trooper, played by Durin.
Resistance is futile.
Let's play.
Save yourself.
Not that. Not that. Sorry, Durin.
Not a thing. Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I really don't.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
Please stick with one of your cute
I don't
forms.
think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough.
So I think this might be his other costume.
Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
Yeah, because I think this might be a slightly different outfit. I know he gets another one that I think is free.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
Let me check. I just want to look at him. Where are you? Maybe? No, this is his default. This is his default. I know he has another one though. Should be this way.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation. Don't forget to take it with you.
That's the short one, right? The Fatui Harbinger? Don't remember his name. A pouch with Mara.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above...
With something like 50,000 monies. Can I see it in here? I didn't get to read the full description. I did not get to read the whole thing. I assume it'd be somewhere in here. Maybe it's too temporary. It said it looked like it was filled with tokens instead of money.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway, the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
Oh, but they use you instead. I'm probably supposed to actually bargain. I wonder if how much you bargain genuinely super duper changes it. Like, I'll go as low as I can.
That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while.
I'll try perfectly middle. It's not quite perfectly middle. It's hard to do on controller. Because I hold and it goes zoom, so I gotta, ah! It takes a hot second. Close enough.
Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right? Alright, here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock. Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament.
You know about that?
Well,
because I sure
spend most
don't.
of my time staring into a scry glass, after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
Like this.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbeloth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Alright, we've got all the crests. What's it bag and look for Mika?
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
Okay, back we go.
Mika! We have the crests!
All right. this elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
Huh. I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
Best of luck up there.
At least they can trim our script. Everybody's not good at staying on it. You know, we can always meet up and talk later, right?
Security's tight around here.
Look at all them houses.
This is safe.
Look at all them bird statues. Those sentient bird statues.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap! Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up?
You're surprised by your own trap?
Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the liar was retrieved back then?
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true. Though thine Prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat, courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand! Come forth, my loyal servants! Smite all who stand against us!
Okay, I'm guessing I have to...
The Ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's their chance!
A chance to do what? Hit her?
Group 2, reinforce!
So I just stand where literally nothing can hit me? Or do I have to hit them too? Oh, maybe.
Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Just stand in the corner. Actually, I could probably... Once again, they literally cannot hit me here. Is there supposed to be something else I'm doing? Beat the Electro Assassin Mage. Come on, Venti. I guess so.
Well, it seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
There's something I'm supposed to do with you? Okay, there we go.
Yahoo!
Osvaldo puts up the biggest fight. Sorry, bird.
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Oz, where hast thou gone? Anywhere? Oh, there he is. I'm like, I can't find Oz. I literally cannot hit Oz. Bruh.
Let's play. Think you can get away?
It's not doing anything. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Alright. I give up. Just don't hit. Alright.
I play ranged for a reason.
I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Before all we had to do was beat up a Fatui agent, and Fischl has admitted defeat.
Oh, wait! Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order!
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
A very light bop. You're up, Paimon.
Huh? Oh, right.
The lightest bops of all.
Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Boop!
Ah, it's open.
Fischl will be like, this is the most terrifying day of her life.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
As the performance with the magic bubble comes to an end, the actors return to the real world, one after the other. Varka has the Good Hunter staff set up a banquet in front of the cathedral, inviting all involved to celebrate.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Varka was talking about?
Poor Boar did not get away after all. Looks like we have to try it out.
Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Will do.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
Nope, just noticed that you seem a lot more relaxed.
You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little. But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Everyone leads in their own way. There's no right and wrong. I mean, there is definitely a right and wrong way to lead, but maybe let's not go with that one.
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
Oh, you're right. And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together.
The return of the expedition force is a good thing. You deserve to enjoy it too.
I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up.
You say that,
Now
but I'm
we're
here
outside
almost
the
yearly.
bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
I will.
Hey! Honorary knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
I've already done it before.
Of all the places to sit, it just had to be there.
Yeah, been up there with someone else.
Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
I guess it doesn't count as defilement if even the God of Animo himself has invited me up there. And Noelle.
Noelle! I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us.
It's been a long time since you've...
Just give me 1 second. I need to bring a few crates of drinks over first. But I'll be done soon, I promise.
In that case, I'll help you out.
She has not appeared in events in quite a while.
Noelle! I've been looking...
Just give me 1 second.
She sounds a little snippy though.
Wanna eat at our table? A whole bunch of friends are there.
All right, let the relaxing begin.
Even though I didn't have a lot of lines, I still had fun. It kind of felt like being back in the Simulanka. Acting out a light-hearted script alongside a bunch of friends. It was nice to have a laid-back experience for once.
Quite a change of pace from our experience in Not Cry, huh?
Yeah, this was far less complicated.
You can say that again.
Don't worry. Paimon will save you a serving of every delicious dish.
A serving. A bite of everything.
As the battle hung in the balance, I spoke an incantation from the Emanachreich, broke through their ranks with ease, and thus the holy lyre was mine. 'Twas light work for one such as I.
Cyrus told me all about it. You were amazing. Having seen it for myself, I must admit, you were quite something, my lady. Why, I bet even Barbados himself would have been hard-pressed to catch up with you.
That was Hexencircle magic, not some incantation, but... whatever. Guess I'll let her have her moment.
You too? Can I talk to you too? No? Jack, you're looking a little down there, buddy. Anyway, let us climb Venti. Venti with wings. Is there something up there besides... Oh yeah, there's the waypoint. I'm like... Did they stash something up there for the event? And it's literally just the waypoint. I'm dumb. I'm dumb and I'm tired. Because I gotta do these in the middle of the night again. Gently.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome.
Trust me, I'm old enough to drink. This is quite the spot.
Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time.
Not that I can drink anymore, but you know. Mondstadt does feel like home.
You think so? Glad to hear it.
This is the first place I started with, after all.
there's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place.
This is where things began for me in Tibet. It's where I began my search for him. Since he is more important to me than any specific place. Yeah, maybe someone who actually travels like Varka would have a better idea.
I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place.
Although, the way I phrase it, it might actually be Varka maybe encountered our sibling with us, and it's just something I haven't gotten to yet in the story. That could be possible, the way it was phrased.
Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad.
I don't deserve that much credit. I didn't even know that I could do that until that moment.
I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect.
But he didn't he?
Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel. Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in Natlan also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt. If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire.
I guess you're right.
Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we?
I feel like Paimon might have a few things to say about that. My title is just honorary, remember? Not quite sure the Knights can take credit for Natlan.
I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks. And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
I guess I do.
So this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
You started it.
Ah, when did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable.
Oh, does he not drink while home?
Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
For what purpose and where? Wouldn't that attract even more attention?
The traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To our honorary knight.
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
Yeah, about that. I already know from trailers ahead at the very beginning of the launch of the game that technically there's also going to be Conria, so not quite the end of my journey, I'm afraid. 2 more years to go at least.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news at least.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
I mean, the plot kind of demands that she get it, though, so something's probably gonna go sideways.
Of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Senora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Senora did not win the Geonosis using force.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat.
You got kicked like a rag doll.
Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Senora to take civilians as hostages either.
So that's the full story. Or is it?
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Senora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
I had to stop her.
You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since.
Yeah, because my concern then was less about the Gnosis and more about the ongoing tyranny.
Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. So I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
Thank you both. I'm getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that.
I will, thank you. And you remember that your voice really carries in high places, so I just want you to know, all of Mondstadt, if this was in real life, would be able to hear this conversation.
Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Unless Venti's doing the Spider-Man thing where...
Dun, dun, dun.
Where, technically the whole city knows. We just pretend we don't. Oh dear. Fish blasting. With daughter.
Da, da, da.
This is so fun, Mom!
You better read all those.
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
R.I.P. Bass.
When can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Bass population.
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
These poor fish. Anyway, He Who Caught the Wind Part 2 complete. Alice, we don't encourage these behaviors, Alice. Co-parenting means we need to agree on things, Alice. Alright, variations on the Song of Freedom, something. Let us actually look at what we need to do. For that, we need to wait a while, which will probably happen while I'm doing a task thing anyway. Echoes of Memory, I can claim these. I'll save the last one for the final day. And there's also an event. So I hear a chat over drinks is kind of long, so I might do Lionfang's Radiant Onslaught instead. Still feel like I could have gone a bit further. The acting Grandmaster's sword pressure could have felt more imposing. Ideally, it would have felt if a single slash could split a mountain in two. Then it would truly live up to her name, the Lionfang Knight. From the moral standpoint, I'd agree, but in terms of presentation, I'd say the current level of artistic refinement is already more than enough. When she agreed to let us put her image into the minigame, I doubt she expected us to go this over the top.
Hey, what are you chatting about?
Perfect timing, Honorary Knight and Paimon. Want to try out the Cavalry Company's nightly play? Why does it have nightly in the name? How's it different from a normal play? Basically, it's a kind of live-action combat experience, mixing Mondstadt-style costumes and sets with Fontaine's film tech. Once you step into the sets, you'll fight powerful enemies and get a taste of that larger-than-life heroism you hear about in stories. As for the nightly part in battle, once your faith reaches a certain point, you can summon a shadow of the Lionfang Knight. This will allow you to use Dandelion sword pressure to send waves of wind sweeping across the battlefield, felling evil foes like leaves scattering before a storm.
Huh? The Lionfang Knight? Isn't that Jean? It sounds like you two really look up to her.
Indeed. This project was originally meant to be a simple opportunity for a friendly sparring. Returning knights need a chance to relax, but if they don't practice, they'll soon lose their edge in battle. But having Hedwig come up with the idea of adding the shadow of the Lionfang Knight to spice things up a little bit, I thought it sounded fun, so I helped put a few words from the sidelines. We really owe it to the cavalry Captain Kaya. The expedition's been away so long, I just wanted everyone to see how much stronger the acting Grandmaster has become. Her administrative skills are flawless, and her combat skills have reached heights us regular knights can only dream of.
Wow, that's so thoughtful of you, Hedwig. Paimon's super curious to know what the Dandelion sword pressure looks like.
Paimon and I want to try out this play. Let's witness the shadow of the Lionfang Knight in action. I feel relieved knowing you two are here in the audience of our nightly play. If you'll just follow me over here. I hope you enjoy the interactive performance. Nope. They reset their positions. Greetings, Honorary Knight. I'm Horkin, Cavalry Company Liaison in the General Affairs Company. Is there anything I can help you with besides the play? Tell me more about the General Affairs Company. Oh, you say you're interested in the first company? In that case, please allow me to give you a brief overview. The General Affairs Company is responsible for planning and organizing Mondstadt's general affairs. Things like economic output, enforcement of regulations, city management, those sorts of things. Because of that, most of their duties involve a lot of paperwork. As a liaison, my role is to assist Captain Kaya in coordinating cooperation between the General Affairs Company and our own. Sounds like a pretty cozy position. It doesn't sound like your duties are stressing you out. You're not wrong. The pay is good, the hours reasonable, and most of the time I get to deal with the friendly, welcoming citizens of Mondstadt. It's a very enjoyable role. That said, if you have any friends who want to join the Knights of Favonius, it's probably best not to aim straight for the first company. Why is that? Are there too few openings? At present, we prioritize recruiting knights who have sustained combat injuries and can no longer serve at full strength on the front lines. It seems fair. Although just because you can't serve on the front lines doesn't mean you're better off as a bean counter. As for the full-time clerks, they're required to pass rigorous professional qualifying exams. It's fair to say that anyone training from a young age to become a knight rarely has time to study that level of specialized knowledge. Comfortable, well-paid positions are something you earn through proven ability and conviction. They're not easy roles to get. So what's your situation? What's Hedwig's situation? Do your parents know Hedwig too? Sounds like you two are pretty close. What's your situation? My situation isn't too bad. During an engagement with a pair of Eyes of the Storm, both my legs were broken, compound fractures. After years of recovery, I can walk just fine, but I can no longer charge, much less fight shoulder to shoulder with my comrades. That's how I became a liaison. Have you considered using prosthetics? I mean, just because your legs are fractured, Lumine doesn't... it's not a bad idea. I guess prosthetics can also be just like holding in place. It made me seem more like, oh, just, take the whole legs. If I could find a suitable model and my comrades don't mind someone slightly weaker fighting beside them, I wouldn't mind trying it out. That way, even if that lunatic Hedwig ever returns to the front lines, I'll at least be able to keep an eye on her and spare my parents some worry. Yes, our families used to live one floor apart. When Hedwig was 7, her parents went abroad. After that, something must have happened because there's been no word of them since. My family took her in. She stayed with us where she grew up, found work, and moved out on her own. Even though we always treated her like one of the family, when a child's real parents are gone, often the emptiness that's left behind can't be filled by anything else. I think that may be why she so deeply admires the Commander Gunhilder, both of them. Deeply admires? It's just a guess, really. At first, she may have simply hoped her mother was as brave as the Adler Knight, that her parents long since meant they were fighting some dark forces somewhere rather than having met an unfortunate end. And she probably wished that she herself becoming as strong as the Lionfang Knight, strong enough that one day she could overcome every obstacle and travel abroad to find her parents. Later on, influenced by the Commanders Gunhilder, she must have let go of some of those dreams, but remained with a single conviction to fight for Mondstadt. That's why she pushed herself so hard to join the Knights of Favonius, why she threw herself into duty without regard for her own safety, doing everything she could to eliminate danger wherever it appeared. As her younger brother, I figured I should do something to keep her from getting herself killed, so I followed her to serve into service with the Knights. When you put it like that, well, I've gone on long enough. Thank you for listening so patiently. It's truly an honor. If you'd like to know more about the General Affairs Company, please feel free to come by another time. I can prepare some documents and go over everything in detail. Oop, not that. The Lionfang's Radiant Onslaught. Defeat as many enemies as possible within the time limit to achieve higher battle ratings. After the challenge ends, corresponding rewards will be based on the battle rating. During the battle, Aegis will continuously accumulate over time. Defeating enemies or completing specific activity objectives allows you to faster accumulate Aegis. Once Aegis reaches its maximum value, you can summon the Shadow of the Lionfang Knight for support. Direct the Shadow of the Lionfang Knight to unleash powerful sword pressure strikes to deal devastating blows to enemies. The Shadow of the Lionfang Knight will circle the battlefield as it moves. By adjusting the camera, you can change the attack direction of sword pressure. When directing the Shadow of the Lionfang Knight, weaknesses on enemies will be marked. By unleashing the sword pressure to attacks at weak points, you can deal massive damage. Breaking blue weakness will result in the enemy's HP by half, while breaking red weakness will instantly defeat the enemy. Okay, avoid blue, go for red. Additionally, destroying multiple weak points with a single sword pressure release will grant extra battle ratings depending on the number of weak points destroyed when defeating enemies. Direct the Shadow of the Lionfang Knight to defeat enemies. After achieving a certain battle ranking, the power will be then further enhanced. Apply various buff effects to the sword pressure to deliver even more astonishing hit effects. Okay, I'm actually not done with that. I was trying to talk to Harkin. Tell me about the company. I want to know more about the company. There were so many more options buried in here. So what's Hedwig's situation? Her situation is a little different. She transferred directly to the Cavalry Company on the General Affairs Company. Her unit discovered 2 inactive ruin guards concealed in the bushes next to the major road. While attempting to neutralize the threat, the ruin guards suddenly reactivated. And 2 comrades discovered the unit's retreat, sent word for the reinforcements, and held their guard until Commander Gunhilder arrived. It took over a year for her comrades to recover, but Hedwig returned to duty after just 3 months. She was determined to eliminate the threat completely. She returned to investigate the area where the ruin guards had been. This led her to a small, extremely dangerous domain. Another brutal fight ensued, one that required Commander Gunhilder's intervention yet again. This time, half of her internal organs were damaged beyond use. The fact she survived it all was a miracle. She had at least another 5 years to recover. The honors and rewards she received are scant recompense for the pain caused by my parents. Yes, our families used to live one floor apart. When she was 7, her parents went abroad. After that, something must have happened because there's no word from them since. Stayed with us too. She grew up, found work, and moved out on her own. Yeah, I think we've already gone through this part. Strong as the Lionfang Knight. Okay. So I'll go, oops. Back for some of those. Tell me about the company. Does it seem like your duties are stressing out? You're not wrong. The pay is good. The hours reasonable. Most of the time I get to deal with friendly, welcoming citizens. It said if you have any too few openings, at present we recruit knights who have sustained combat injuries. Just as the same thing. So your parents knew Hedwig too? Yes, our families used to live one floor apart. When she was 7, her parents went abroad. Something was happening. Okay, it just says the same thing. Not following the logic. It's a guess, really. At first, she may have simply hoped that her brother was as brave as the Adler Knight. Yep. Okay, we did that. We did that. Okay, once more. Only once more. And then we get to talk to Hedwig herself. Sounds like you two are pretty close. Dang it, he just says the same thing. The other two had lore. I feel cheated. Sir. Give me that lore. You experienced the nightly play honorary night. Did you see Commander Goonhild, acting Grandmaster's heroic visage? I'd love to talk more about it with you. About the Shadow of the Lionfang Knight. Impressive, isn't it? When it comes to swordmanship, the acting Grandmaster is, in my mind, completely unmatched. Captain Kaya already knows this, but Horkin probably doesn't. Before I was transferred away from the Cavalry Company, Commander Goonhilder saved my life twice. Back then she wasn't the acting Grandmaster. Even though she was still young, she could already get the better for most every other knight, even the grizzled veterans. But she couldn't beat that thrice-damned inspector, the traitor, Irok. I'll admit it. He really was something else, a real dangerous opponent. He could hold his own against Commander Goonhilder, going round after round without a backward step. If it had been me, 2 strikes and I'd have been on the floor. I remember hearing something about this inspector before. I've never heard of him, but you make him sound pretty dreadful. A villain wearing a mask of civility. That's my take. If this were an adventure story, he'd be the kind of dangerous, difficult-to-deal-with villain that turns up in the middle of chapters. Driven by his strong desire for wealth and power, he was corrupted and led astray, quietly involving himself in the affairs of unsavory schemes. His intelligence and skill at arms only compound the danger he posed. Anyone smart enough to match him in strategy usually held no hope of beating him one-on-one combat, and those few commanders who could outsmart him blade to blade were often too busy with their official duties, which gave him all the room to maneuver he needed. Thinking about it now, that sapphire ring he took as a bribe on its own was worth a whole year's wages for 15 knights. Think of how many defense works or public projects that could have been funded. And that smug, grating voice of his makes my blood boil just thinking about it. Get a hold of yourself, what's done is done. Right, stay calm, Hedwig. Thankfully, in the second official duel, Commander Goonhilder dominated that slime ball. No more than expected from Commander Goonhilder, acting Grandmaster and the most formidable sword fighter of the knights. Okay, something about a ring. Why do you ever call Jean by your surname? Because it's a name steeped in honor. For many knights my age, that name shaped us more than words can express. We grew up on the stories of the Adler Knight, inspired by our deeds. We strove to become Knights of Avonius, and were lucky enough to one day serve alongside the Lionfang Knight, giving our blood and sweat to Mondstadt's defense. It makes me feel like I could become part of a legend someday, that I've been fortunate in this life I can die in battle without regrets. Don't say things like that. Don't you worry about me. If the world works anything like a stage play, that sort of talk will guarantee me a long and peaceful life. As soon as you make a loud declaration about dying a terrible death, the opposite is sure to happen. You see, I'll still be here when my hair's up all white. Your hair's gone already white, my dear. Okay, these have score multipliers. So, fierce and unrelenting gales. Sharp pressure. Pierce through multiple opponents, dealing damage to all targets in a straight line. Okay, it comes with him and Dvalin. Swirl reaction. After the active character triggers a swirl reaction, all party members gain a 75% bonus to the corresponding elemental damage for 6 seconds based on the elemental types involved in the reaction. Wait. 6 seconds based on the elemental types involved in the reaction. When triggering a swirl reaction on opponents, some additional Aegis will be gained. This effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. So does it want more elements in the thing? I can add more elements to the thing, but like... Where's Fischl? Fish. Ooh, I don't know about her artifacts though. I guess we'll see. She is off-fielding, but still. Should we do Fish and Farina then? Otherwise, Bennett would be a probably better fit, but... After the swirl reaction, all party members gain a 70% for the corresponding elemental damage to the corresponding elemental damage based on the elemental types involved in the reaction. Does it mean I want more or less? I probably want similar, maybe? To the corresponding elemental damage for 6 seconds. Okay, so maybe it actually doesn't want these. It wants fire. Just pure kabooms. Alright, where's Bennett? Benny? Benny boy? I could have a wind character in here just for the boost of it. We could bring Sucrose or something. Cheska wouldn't be out long enough. Wait, where is she? I can't find my wind shredder. Has anybody seen my wind shredder? She's in here somewhere. Bright teal hair. There you are. Thank you. Bennett. Bennett? I've lost Benny boy. There you are. Okay, there's Jean.
Have fun with this gift. We'll see about that. I'm going in.
Sir.
Come on. Do the thing. Not sure I fully understand the Aegis, but I'm doing my best, man. Can he trigger swirl by himself?
Gears of the storm. Too late for regrets. Everybody stand back. Huh?
A turning point in fate. Watch out!
Summon the Lionfang Knight. Oh, maybe I do it now? All this. Like this. Unleash Sword Pressure? Come on, I hit two. Oh, that hit multiple. Thanks. Maybe you have to like really get it lined up. Next in line.
We'll see about that. I'm going in.
Watch out!
Have fun with this gift. Too late for it.
Stay back!
Huh? Everybody stand back.
On me. Up the ante! Maria sweeping in!
Okay, we charged it. Nice miss.
Truth repeats its course.
Decay! New life! Instead.
Okay, beat one. Get that extra point. Check out something. Anyway, 3 stars. Okay, next. Creates a cyclone after hitting the first opponent, putting nearby opponents towards it to group them all together. Okay, we have a little bit of an electro team. After an active character uses an elemental skill, their plunging attack damage is increased by 90% for 6 seconds. When plunging attacks deal damage to opponents, some additional Aegis will be gained. This effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. Okay, so we're probably going to want to bring, even though she's not fully built, she does increase plunging damage. I know Chevreuse is supposedly really good for this team, yet she's not fully built on my end, so sorry about it. We could bring Bennett again. Especially if they're going to be swirled into one place anyway.
converge. Teamwork is dreamwork. On my mark. The antenna. Grant me strike. Charge. Heads up. Charge.
Everybody stand in the magic boom boom circle. I'm not charging as fast as I thought I would have. Why not?
Start the clock. I'm going in. It's justice o'clock. Ultimate flying kick.
That's a lot of Healy churls. Oh, this is where the swirl comes in, actually. If that's the case for Rena, might have been better. Wait, does he have super dodges? Sir? Why aim when you can just embrace the wind?
Make way for the... Everybody stand back. On my mark. Ultimate flying kick. Hero incoming. Heads up. Charge. Oof. Kapow. Hi. Wow, wow.
Everybody's on juice.
Stronger. Full speed ahead. Let's light it up. I'm going in. Start the clock. Headbutt. Look out below. It's justice o'clock.
Note to self, more energy recharge on Xianyun. Can we get in the circle, please?
Headbutt. It's justice o'clock.
They're like dodging. Probably, they're actually probably being pulled by my wind, but it makes it seem like they're dodging. Okay, there's no way we're beating these, but...
Too strong. Smash down.
3 stars? Anyways. Give me a slightly better idea for some of these team comps. This one, though, not so much. After a character's triggered lunar crystallized reaction, all party members' defenses increase by 120 for 6 seconds. When characters trigger the lunar crystallize on an opponent, some additional Aegis will be gained. The effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. So I'm pretty sure she is a DPS, so I'm gonna treat her as such. Unless she needs, not that. Unless she needs, like, elemental tokens. I don't remember if she does.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing.
In my sights. Light compels you. Shower me with praise. Time to shine. Divine light, shield them.
I don't remember how to play you.
Yeah. Yoo-hoo! Let the world come alive!
Behold the dawn! Coming to be!
The sky's clear, the glazed moon shines! Yeah.
You guys get in the freaking circle.
Remain steadfast. Time to shine.
I was gonna say, shouldn't there be... Oh, it's half attack damage. What increases it to full?
Let my name echo in song!
Begone, shadow of darkness! Target acquired.
I have not met you in the plot at all.
Divine light, shield them! Be cleansed!
Okay, Fiona's works through HP going up or down. Right now we're just going up.
Smite the dust!
Oops, I stood on a flower.
Oh, brilliant! Let the world collide! The sky clears, the glaze moon shines!
Wait. I was so focused on crystallize, I forgot about this mechanic. Already got 3 stars anyway, so.
The show begins!
Iluga. I've not yet met you, Iluga. As he takes a beating for that. Okay, next. Sharp pressure. After a character triggers the frozen reaction, all party members' crit damage is increased by 100% for 6 seconds. When a character triggers the frozen reaction on opponents, some additional Aegis will be gained. This effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. Okay, should I... Typically want a buff, but I don't know if I have a cryo buffer. I have a cryo shielder off field. It's not a buff, but like... You could always have Farina doing the buffs. See if that works. Because I actually still don't know a whole ton about Skirk's kit. Sorry!
Don't be scared. Strike a pop! Let me weave you a verse. Paradigm shift! Cold, learn to command. The night is cold. Shower me with praise. Witness the power of Guwa. Know my sword. Ha. Yeah. Ha. Ha. Mine to wield. Yeah. Ha.
Do I recognize these enemies?
Stars, shine for me. Not now. Time to shine. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse. Into the void. The night is cold, cold. Learn to command. Oh, brilliant! Huh? finds your fate. Ring cutter. Don't be scared.
There we go. There's the Aegis. I'm like, it should be full. I don't recognize these. Must be from Nodcry. Oh, Thundering Wyab. I don't know you.
Learn to command. Not now. Strike a pose. Let my name echo in song. Know my sword. Witness the power of annihilate. Mine to wield.
Yeah, hers is maybe better off done closer to the edge, maybe? I can't tell. I don't know if they've done a ton of reruns of Skirk either. If they did, I sure missed them. Okay, you two. After active character assumes Night Soul points, attack and crit damage are increased by 50%. When a character deals Night Soul line damage to opponent, some additional Aegis will be granted. This effect can be triggered once every 6 seconds. Okay, so these are probably going to want as many Night Soul bursts as you can carry. So even though they're not built, they should probably be in the party. I don't think I have any other characters aside from Varessa. She wouldn't be the team comp I'm using, so we have 2 electrics. Farina, you're back in the party. Just for variety.
On my mark. Quick as a flash.
Time to say hello. Be free.
Shower me with praise. Time to shine.
Knock him down.
Take me up. Bullseye. Open fire. Locked on.
Farewell.
Faster. Stronger. Let the world collide.
Let's see, give it a second. Aegis will be full. Everybody into the circle. Everybody in the hug box.
Start the clock. Control brick. Let my name echo in song. Strike a pose. Ha! Bullseye. Fire in the hole.
Time to say hello.
Shower me with praise. Let's fly. Open fire. Locked on. Open fire.
It's much better. I found the decent spot. My points don't really seem to be. There we go.
Go. You're free now. Farewell.
Let's move. Ah, may I present? Let the world come.
Yeah, everything from here on out is just running down the clock.
Bullseye. Open fire.
Not too
See?
far now.
Step aside.
I wonder if throws. Or around, I mean. I never really paid as much attention. It always just seemed like a device, but he talks to it like it's one of his bugs or vegetables. And last one. After triggering the lunar charged reaction, I'm trying to get Shadow Alba in the party. All party members with elemental mastery is increased by 300 for 6 seconds. When characters in the lunar charged reaction on an opponent, some additional eggs will be gained. This effect will be triggered once every 6 seconds. Okay. Increasing elemental mastery. I know someone who can help with that. Otherwise, though, I'm assuming he's going to be our burst, so... Electro buff. Electro buff. Auroran is not built, mind you. I mean, technically she has great elemental mastery, so we could give it a shot.
Make yourself at home. Everyone hold hands. You on this.
Observe. Beware the creatures of the night.
There it goes.
Close your eyes.
Ding dong water bomb. Good luck. Our bond is strong.
Observe. The night cometh.
For some reason that voice reminds me of like the singer in Devil May Cry. That kind of gurgly voice in the background. Particularly, I want to say Devil May Cry 3?
Sharing my knowledge. Dissipate. Look, the rainbow.
The long sleep beckons. Be silent. Do you fear the dark? Observe.
Oh, he has a shield. It's a shield! No, put it down! I don't know how to get past that. What do we do about that? He was perfectly faces me. I need something that hits him from the back. Above? Didn't do enough.
Make yourselves at home.
Below? There you go. I got your toes.
Observe. Do you fear the dark?
I never know where they're gonna appear. Trigger finger's getting a little tired. What the heck is you? What is that? And there we go. We have challenges. That should be it for Lionfang's Onslaught. So that one actually wasn't too bad. They actually gave you appropriate characters to get it done and said, figure out your dang teams. Okay, so there's only one more left. That will be next time. Same goes with these. I guess I didn't collect my prizes. Oopsie doodles. Joyful Welcome Home. That is for all of those. Yep, that is fully completed. Let's look at the Splendor. I think I can probably get this right now, actually. Phantasmal Gift, Star Omen. 4-star weapon. No idea who for. I'm gonna claim a bunch of this just in case, and we're missing some for the crown, so that'll be next time. Alright.
Wait.
This was fun. I do really want to pull for Flynn's though, because I really need a non-cry character, like something fierce. I know I probably won't get him, but I don't have anything for Lunar. Help me. And another rest. Nothing! You get nothing! Not that this banner would be the best to pull on anyway, because, like, we need to up the characters that we get in repeats, guys. Like, I have all of these people maxed, I think. Yeah, no, Sucrose is maxed. Xianling's maxed. Bennett is maxed. Like, I'm doing this to increase my pity, but dang, guys, I need assistance. Alright, let's look at this weapon. Who would it be even before? Let's take a gander at Yi. If I can find Yi in the bubble. Where is that bubble weapon? Should be a catalyst in here somewhere. Hello? I don't see it. It's a 4-star weapon. That's new, that's new. It wouldn't be higher up. I feel very blind at the moment. There's no way it'd be lower. I've lost my mind. Sword, 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 sword. Swords, swords, books. It should be like in here. Where did it go? I lost the freaking bubble thing. Hello? Is that not what that is? Oh my god, I could have sworn it was a catalyst. Weapon preview, Star Omen. Do I not? You can equip it now. I'd love to, thank you.
The scribe's work is simple.
I'm just gonna randomly pick somebody. See if I can find it this way. Did it not go in my inventory? I'm looking for a purple bubble thing. There is no purple bubble thing. Did it go in my mail first or something? No. Hey, y'all. Take part in the... Yeah, I know. In principle, many phenomena in this world can be called images. Therefore, the image you glimpsed in the crystal ball can, in a sense, be considered an extension of physical reality. In short, even if Alice and Nicole don't acknowledge it, hydromancy is still very much a real thing. Yes, I did read that. I'm a little concerned about that. Not in inventory. It's a 4-star weapon. Skin for catalysts obtained in the Homeworld He Who Caught the Wind event. If not in your inventory, it may be found under the appearance section in the dressing. It's not a weapon. It's not a weapon. It's... Oh, I thought you were a weapon. Weapon appearance obtained. Oh, I can put it on a weapon. That's not nearly as exciting, is it? The only person it really fits is Lisa, but I wouldn't really care to give that to her. Maybe if Alice becomes playable, I'll give it to her. So you can change the appearance of a weapon. Okay. okay, I feel mildly ripped off in this moment. But for now, I guess this is where I'm going to call it. Thank you so much to everyone who has joined. I believe there's only one more part to go. Maybe an epilogue if it decides to surprise us, but probably not. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe. They sometimes. I don't know. I don't know why I said probably not. Honestly, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Thank you to everyone who's joined. Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more Genshin Impact, and I hope to see you all in future videos. Maybe one day I can have Lunar reaction, because I need more than I know. Bye-bye!